right next to school, a little bit east of the school setting in the apartments. Phase number 1 going to be popping as well. But we have 2 teams, Dave. The God Squad, as well as one other squad. I believe Mars is going to be co-inhabiting inside of Pochinki. I mean, this is an area that has been a hotbed of destruction for several teams throughout PUBG esports in 2020. And I would expect the God Squad to be pretty vehemently trying to deny any other team from taking control of it.
Now, this is the God Squad of God Squad. So
yeah, rebrand.
They're
coming in 2020.
They're a step above. You know, they're going to be out here definitely trying to defend that name, like you mentioned, and dropping Pochinki out here. Comes out on top of this first fight. They just leave it alone at the start because I do believe you mentioned we are going to have 3 Aaron goals here today, and you'd hate to see teams kind of throw away lost potential when it comes to points because they're stubborn. Some
other things you hate to see. Well, the first knock of the game, if you are a fan of the God Squad of God Squad, 0 is lining.
And then if you do find yourself in 9th through 17th position, that's going to be 0 points, and of course 1 point for kill. So only 8 teams from each lobby will make it on out of these games. So a lot is on the line, Esquire. As God Squads of the God Squads are finding out very early on here, Pochinki just might not be their drop spot here today.
Perhaps gods are mortal, Dave. I don't know, man. We're starting to see a little bit of some interesting plays here coming out early on. Some scrappy fights, definitely resulting in a grand stage. But Wildcard has a deadly chokehold around these 2 members, pretty much caught behind the rock. The shots are going to be coming out. Honey Badger with the Mini 14 is able to find the first knockdown onto the Trembler. Wildcard now going to be on the swarm right now. Honey with the flank is going to be trying to put out even more pressure. They know someone else is there, Dave. And everything, including the kitchen sink, is currently being thrown in that direction. Good spot down, and it's going to be Honey Badger who ends up coming up with a 2-piece on top of the members of Clarity. Wildcard to be rolling into the early game now with 2 points.
Yep, that's one thing that, you know, Wildcard, they definitely have, at least in some people's opinion, the advantage when it comes to this lobby because they have a couple of open prey and their rotations are on point, and everything that they've been doing up until now will help them in their journey, in their battle, to remain in that top 8 position at the end of the 12 matches to be the next round.
Checking in with the members of the Frat Pad. No icon, but it's not going to stop them from fragging out here in the early stages of the game. They were able to find a nice bolt action knockdown onto Karma of TK, just about 100 meters opposite of them in the other compound. That shot's going to come out, but it will likely give Red Rider the opportunity to find the revive, pick up their team, but it will play into the attrition game, Dave, as they continue forward. I want to take quick note, though. Members of the Frat Pad, Dave, all 4 of them are wearing the Lion outfits. What do you think about that? What do you take away from that?
Team uniform. You know what? When they signed up for the squad, they're like, listen, we got a uniform. You're either with it or you're not. And they said it's the Lion.
Big names from themselves in week number 1 of this qualifying tournament. And sure enough, they have heard the shots coming off of Wildcard. And we'll be seeing if they can't capitalize on that. But some knocks also going to be coming out. It looks like Oppie Boppy has been able to find a few connections onto Arctic. We'll try to find where that is. Push a nade goes in, but it will be going inside of the bathroom as well. Ethan, on the opposite side of the building, will live to see another day for now. But the other reinforcements of Dragon are coming in hot, and they're going to try to capitalize on this squad before rotating inside of the circle. Killfeed going to be lighting up as well. Looks like the members of 64 Up have clashed with the likes of Wildcard. While this battle continues to at least start to slow down just a little bit, Dragon has to make
some clarity here in a matter of time because both of these teams, as we can see, they're right on the edge of the new zone, so they need to make some plays happen. Ethan, though, vaulting out that second story, dropping down on the 5% HP, will get a knock. I don't believe Ethan was successful in that flush. Nope, had to retreat back on into cover. And just like that, Ethan gonna be the last remaining member for Clarity now. Let's see if they can recuperate off of that one and potentially get the revive on their squad mate.
So still going to be holding on to this 2-1 advantage right now for the members of Dragon. They don't have, or they haven't lost Gixxer just yet. They're still going to have a slight window of opportunity to see if they can pick up that res. He's not going to be inside, so Ethan will have a very good chance of trying to get that flush out. But no, Ethan says flush. Wow. No, not going to be a concern of mine. Let's get a double knock now. Ethan has brought this from a massive numbers disadvantage, a 2v4 scenario, Dave, into a 1v1. It's going to be Wild Viking versus Ethan from Clarity. A lot is on the line here. A free entry pretty much into the western side of phase number 3 is what the winner of this engagement stands to pick up here, and that's going to be all important. If Babbler can stay up as well, nope, he's going to be spotted out. Wild Viking knows better.
Ethan popping out right here. exposing themselves. They are just full on sending this one Esquire. And you know what? Just like that, a little too aggressive right there, you know, going out into the open. Saw the light at the end of the tunnel, was just not able to successfully obtain it. But you know what? I got to give it to Ethan, getting double knocks right there. Very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give it to Ethan, but you also have to give it to the members of Dragon Gaming. They're able to save 2 of their knocked members and now continue on with that 3-stack into the early to mid-game transition. However, now around the rest of the map, the other teams here in this lobby are starting to face off against that commotion. They cannot avoid it, Dave, any longer, no matter how hard they try. And, well, it's going to be some of the members of Oppie Boppie that are now lining themselves up right next door to the members of 64 Up. And what could be a pretty deadly engagement. Hoshi trying to avoid that nade right there, somehow escaping with his life. Now, definitely put on full notice that there is a squad trying to take them out.
Yeah, I love this. I love the views we're getting here. You can see the tracers coming from 64. You can see the tracers and the grenades on Bop out here. I mean, they're just tossing in grenades and mollies through each other's windows. 64, though, they don't want to take this engagement. They're hopping in their vehicles. Looks like they left one of their members behind. Unfortunate. He will be getting spotted by Nomad Wrath right there and taken down and out. You hate to see it. The lone wolf getting left behind, and mom didn't pick him up from school, unfortunately, today. Looks like 64 Up will be sending it with their vehicles to get a more centralized position. I do like that they wanted to avoid that fight, though. I definitely understand the play. They were prioritizing placements in this new circle because they were not in it. And we're going to quickly be checking in. We're in the Gatka. I mean, there are just nonstop engagements right now.
Yeah, it was kind of like a catalyst or something that got dropped into the lobby at the phase 4 mark. It has certainly been exciting to watch over here inside of the chopsticks. Pretty much a fatal funnel within the zone. It's not a doorway, but it is a massively difficult place to try to fight, especially with multiple squads that are going to be pounding damage in this direction. But it is the frat pad, our team dressed as lions, that will be going out here in 15th place position, going down to the members of King Drop Med. The victors from the south are now able to pick up a nice bit of a loot infusion and then worry about what lies a little bit further up towards the north as more engagements can be popping off. This could be a bit of an audio, at least example for them as to what lies in store for them. But High Cloud already going to be starting to lose members. Jay Snow will be going down and out. Members of the F-Looters, Dave, are starting to turn up the heat right now at the minute mark of 17 minutes.
Yep, F-Looters setting up right here. They have this nice little ridge to work with. They can pop up, take some shots, and then dip right back down for cover. Looks like they are going to be losing one of their members. Doc's version 2, though, the last remaining member for High Cloud, straight up just sending it through that open field. We see shots ringing out in every type of direction. Looks like they were able to get one knock, but not the flush, as they were third-partied in the process. So, a lot of teams right on top of each other right now. A lot of teams find themselves in extremely difficult positions in the south. You see the smoke wall coming on out.
Absolutely necessary here for this team.
Right now, very beautiful. I like the tactical movements that they're utilizing here to block the sight lines and get up close and personal and try to third party this.
I mean, look, it was successful, right? They've been able to bridge the gap. There's no dead spell until we see that phase 5 shift. So these teams have to clear something up pretty quickly, and BCM is going to kick it off. Already able to find the first knockdown. Will be another member of the F-Looters to go down.
Yep, and to kind of answer your question, they'll find out right now. They just got one knock onto the F-Looters. It's only a matter of time before MSG decides to either third party this one or kind of play the snake role here. BCM is going to be opening that door, and you know what? To the surprise, a bunch of bullets just ringing out through the doorway, and looks like King Drop, they had 9 kills right there. They had a game plan to clear out this little tiny compound, but it did not pay off in their favor as the F-Looters were able to successfully defend their compound.
And you got to ask, Dave, what could this player from Masasushi Gilbert do to destroy the hopes and dreams of the F-Looters? I mean, yeah, any nade, any molly, anything at all to throw inside of that building maybe 30 seconds ago would have paid massive dividends, but for now they still have a massive chokehold. The members of the F-Looters, they've got to rotate north, but Joannis is going to be spotted out. Now one more member of MSG will be going down, and the F-Looters take out another team that was trying to end their hopes and dreams here just shy of the 20-minute mark of the game, Dave. I think the F-Looters might be a squad to watch here in this lobby.
Hey, you're looking at the F-Looters. I'm still looking at Baby Yodas. They've been chilling here since circle number 2. It's all about positioning. Remember, placement points are key. Of course, every kill is 1 point as well, but talking about my Baby Yodas, they're going to find themselves up here near this dangerous engagement with Mars out here. Mars looking to get aggressive. Baby Yoda's also popping their heads on out of their little capsule that was keeping them safe for the time being. And Littlefoot J will be taking shots out there with the SKS. Here comes a nice grenade. Can we get close enough? Maybe not. The cigar. We are going to have a nice little bounce over there. No damage inflicted. Mars, they're getting shot from multiple angles right now, but they are going to find themselves in a nice little dip, so they don't necessarily need to overextend themselves for the time being.
No, just need to be really careful about the presence of Littlefoot J and the rest of the Baby Yodas. Because like you said, Dave, they got a great opportunity to third party up on top of this, catch the members of Mars off guard, but they have to land the shots. The men trying to get a little bit of cover behind the tree has to be careful. Nades starting to fly near their direction. Smoke, it can be a bit of concealment, Dave. It can also be a beautiful target for a frag grenade, as a men will start to feel right now. Littlefoot J going to be dropping down as well. The members of Mars have eradicated the Baby Yodas off of the map in 8th place position. 7 teams rather are all that remain, Dave, in the final 10 minutes or so of this match. And well, now the members of the F-Looters are starting to face off against an obstacle that might be a little bit too strong for them to continue on. You got 2 members dropped down and out. One already going to be flushed out of the game. 1 member, Frodo, left alive to try to champion for his squad. A bit of bark is pretty much all keeping him alive right now, as the blue zone will engulf him and start to distribute some of that rather damage over time. Blue zone damage, able to get a bit of concealment inside of the smoke, get the meds rolling, and then worry about the members of 64 up. But it's pretty much a nail in the coffin for this squad. But no, the third party comes in. Wildcard is going to cause a little bit of commotion here. Maybe open up something for the F-Looters, or possibly, yes, just steal that kill away. Cheating, going to be knocking out the F-Looters in 7th place position.
What a great name. 6-4 up though, only 1 kill. They've been definitely focusing on the circles over getting aggressive, and cheating is going to be tagged, not bagged. Wild card though, I was definitely impressed. Just a reminder, exclamation mark map in the chat. We do have a map feed that coincides with the nice gameplay footage that we are going to be looking at over here. Pentalon on the outskirts of this one. The mini taking shots, target practice out here. RJX Live is going to be connected on as well. And 64 Live, they are slowly but surely getting taken out of game number 1.
Wildcard going to be losing 2 in the process. They tried to bomb up on top of the members, or at least 1 remaining member of 64 up. That sociopath that with a massive defense is able to find 2 of Wildcard. Unfortunately, too much pressure in the area will be all she wrote here for the members of 64 up. Out in 6th place position they do go, but up here towards the north, Dave, we got a bit of a contest. 3 teams trying to get down. Mars still going to be staying alive, 11 kills to their name, and 2 members still going to be pushing on here in the final few minutes of game number 1 of week 1 of the qualification for PCS 2020 North America. They cleared out 1 squad day, but they still have the members of Oppie Bobby, 2 to be exact, to worry about. Interesting position they've decided to take up, though. They've sent Little Monster direct center of this phase of the game. Best Milo going to be holding on to the north. Definitely aware. You can see he is aware that something is up there, and Nomad will be spotted out. A few shots will be coming in. Beautiful connections to be had by both teams, but it's the quicker shots from Milo in the last moment that end up finding another knockdown.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see Mars, and it's kind of crazy to see their positioning. They were so spread apart for only having 2 alive. I mean, the confidence levels on the Mars squad definitely high this game, considering they have 11 kills. But I feel like if Milo and Monster were kind of grouped up right there, they could have avoided losing Milo in that 2v1 engagement. Not only that, Monster is going to have a crate right near them as well. So something
I'm trying to bob and weave in between that car structure just to remain undetected for now. Red Rider and Karma of TK will be avoiding him, but there he comes, and he strikes. Pentalol able to find 1. Down goes Red Rider. Wildcard pick up their 13th kill here in game number 1, but it's not done just yet. Karma, the solo player left alive for TK, will be making a quick rotation. I mean, Dave, we got 4 teams and 4 players. Yeah, it is a 4-way 1v1 that is about to pop off, and here you can see just where these players are going to be located. Little Monster with the most central position, but they got to hold it, they got to defend it, they got to play off of this, because it is still going to be a lot of forces trying to contest here in this game.
Yep, so I got Boffet alive. We've seen them in the chopsticks of Gatka find themselves still in this game with only 1 more member up over here. And just like that, we're down to 3 solos with it.
Remember to keep that head on the swivel. Will they be able to catch this back flank coming very aggressively behind them. They spot out the backpack. They know exactly where they are. They just have to line up the shots. The spray comes in. 1 connection, 2 connection, 3 connection. There it is. Down they go. Mars, with possibly the best position to win the game, will be losing their final member of the game. And now a proper 1v1, Dave, to send us off from game.
Well, Pentalol, though, gonna be popping into the Dacia. This is extremely risky. Not only does it give away your position, but it allows the enemy to get a couple shots
Dave.
onto you. Pentalol was able to get on into the circle with the new positioning.
Ooh.
The Molly is gonna be tossed out there, and just like that, the Pentalol Dacia reposition paying off, and well,